Alright everyone, welcome friends to Monster Train. Our previous run through was a success with Umbra. Our first success, and it was touch and go there. We made some tactical errors, we made some strategic errors, but overall things worked out fine. It was close at the end, not gonna lie. There are times where the end battle is quite easy. I know I'm going to win straight away. There's no real problem. That one, however, that one was tough. The cards went our way, and we were able to secure the victory that we so rightfully deserved. Since we finally have an Umbra victory on our belts, that means we are going to be hitting random from here on out. It's going to let us try clan combinations that we probably wouldn't if we actually thought about it, and by doing this it will allow us to really sort of get into the nitty-gritty of each clan combination and see what we prefer, the way we'd like to go from here on out. I think it's just going to provide more compelling content if we're struggling with the things that the game gives us, as opposed to just picking the clan that we feel is easiest. If I was to pick a clan that I felt was easiest right now, it would be a Stygian Guard Awoken content, probably. No, not Stygian Guard Awoken. Stygian Guard, probably Hellhorned, would probably be my favorite combination. I just think that Frostbite is massively powerful, and probably will see some kind of reign in the future. I've never seen this Seraph, I don't think. That cleanse all units of effects which don't benefit Seraph. Oh no, I have seen this, it just didn't really do much. It didn't cleanse all units. I know it said that, but it sort of removed a layer of them. Whereas, yeah, remove half of any buff and debuff effect stacks. So basically, we can't rely on frostbiting Seraph to death, and we can't rely on our own buffs. It's going to be rough. Alright, I know I made that joke about Awoken and Stygian, but here we are. We have an Awoken Stygian combo. We've got 2 lots of Sting, which automatically makes me think that some things are pretty cool, and deal damage equal to the number of spikes on friendly units. So we could be going for some kind of spike thing. I don't really like Helical Crystallis with this particular setup. I don't like massively damaging the front enemy units. It's always problematic. So we'll see what we get. Spell weakness 2 to enemy units when they enter the floor below the pyre room. Incant abilities trigger an additional time. Well, this is rough. Some incant things are really good. If we end up going massively down the Sting pathway, we're going to be using spells constantly. We're not going to get any incant functionality on our champion because we're not Penumbra or a Stygian Guard. What do I keep thinking? Spell weakness 2 is of course incredible as well, and this would impact, you know, a lot of bosses. This would save our bacon a lot. But I want to give this a shot. I want to really see what we can pull off with incant working in our favor. We've never had to deal with either of these particular Awoken situations so far. I like the idea of drawing additional cards, especially if we're going to be going down the path of spikes, Sting. Sorry. This is going to be useful for us. This Rejuvenate is quite nice as well. They're both nice. Let's put it that way. I think with this clan combination, Rejuvenate is not going to be our best friend. We didn't get a cool healing spell to start with, so we'd really just be limited to the benefits of these cards. Whereas this provides us with a tank who draws cards as the game continues. That's going to always be interesting, and I'm pretty happy to see where it goes. It also means we can sort of not care about our champion, you know, we can just plonk it down and see how we do. Spikes is not going to be a problem, I don't think. Yeah, we got a lot of damage spells. I'm not overly concerned about spikes. Getting that extra coinage is useful. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Let's jump on in. Alright, let's just stick you down there. We want to get that draw happening straight away. We're going to stick you up there and we're going to just kill you straight out of the gate. Alright, we want to pop you, but I think we want you first. Yeah. I don't know why I did that. That probably wasn't the smartest decision. It was probably better to helical down here and not play this. Or play this up on the higher level. That's alright. Mistakes get made. These things happen. You've just got to kill and keep moving. Speaking of killing and keeping on moving, let's see if we can't... Alright, you take 6 and then you get an attack off. You're taking no damage because you're healing. So this is not super useful. I don't think healing is going to be useful. I think we just need to keep on hitting with spells and recognize that we're just going to have some difficulties. Alright, final wave. We possibly should have thought about this earlier, but let's put one down there. 35 damage is nice. We can heal and regen you. We should also sort of have a look at this. Our pie is going to take some damage. We just don't have the ability to pinpoint enemies at this point. So, like I'm sure we could have made it work if we frozen lanced and did some funky shenanigans. But that's just not my speed right now. So, yeah. I think we just leave it as is. Our pie will take care of them, and that's okay. Cool. I mean, we should have just used the Frozen Lance. We didn't get any real additional benefit there. We are going to get attacked in additional time, though, which might mean we get more cards. We're basically going to get 10 cards. Look, it takes a while, but we eventually get through it. I was hoping that because my hand was full we wouldn't be able to draw, but that's okay. We don't have any spikes. We just need to use you. And you. And you. And obviously we can't kill you here, so we can make it so that way there's no damage dealt by healing you. But then our pie will take 3 damage, I don't mind that. We can just do an additional 6 damage ourselves. Let's do that. I don't know what I'm going to draw, and I want to sort of be able to make sure that we're good. So hopefully we get helical, and it's all sorted. Look, it's a bit messy, but we knew that that might be a problem when we started. Getting some spikes, considering that we have Bramble Lash, is pretty ideal. It's rough. Even though we've completed runs with stings, we haven't actually had them in our deck, which is why we don't have a gold border there. We'll take it. I don't use it a whole heck of a lot, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, I love Titan's Tooth. I'm never going to not love Titan's Tooth. But I think in my deck so far, we just don't have the Ember to support it at this current juncture. Oh, but it gets so good. Frostbite 23. But we have to consider that Seraph is going to halve these amounts. So in the end game, this is not going to be as beneficial as some other things. So we're going to grab an offering token and see what we can do. Alright, magic or steel and an awoken. I think we're a little bit lame in the unit department, so getting an awoken unit and then hopefully pumping it up is going to be good. Oh, you do like me. Alright, gonna have to re-roll because we want a damage boost on her. Whilst upgrading with spikes would be nice too, and, you know, incant abilities trigger twice. 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Yeah, okay, we can do that on a train steward or something. Which I know doesn't sound like it'll make a big deal, but I think it might make battles easier, and that is going to potentially save us further down the line. Alright, happy with that. I mean, do we want to just make him crazy? Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. I'm happy with that. Let's jump into battle. Alright, our trial is invasion with clergymen. I don't know why they do this. I'm almost never going to press yes to this. Like, I would have to have like a bunch of very specific spells to ever say yes to that. Like, if I can't deal with the top floor, this does 3, 6, 12 damage to my pyre. Like, I'm just not going to do it. I'm just not going to do it. Alright. Let's make it happen. I know that incanting will increase the capability of this, but it'll also deal with the foot soldier. So we will do that. And now everything dies. Alright, well, we want to kill you, but we'll figure out how in a second. Alright, you're all just going to die, so that's kind of nice. We could make it even easier on ourselves and take a little bit less damage. Just trying to think. Yeah, let's do it. Sure. Okay, brief respite. Let's put you on the top floor. And we play Sting even though we don't have a target for it. Still lets us get the draw additional card benefit, so that's pretty cool. 61. How do you only survive? Ah, you have spikes. Darn it. I was like, huh, we're going to do great. Yeah, no, we're not going to do great. But that'll help. 40 damage or 50 damage. 50 damage is always going to win. Still don't have a way of dealing with the healers, unfortunately, but that's okay. We'll get there. It'll just take time. Alright, 40 damage, so... Oh, we didn't get a helical. Frustrating. It's okay. Can, Okay, so we can oh, we don't have the ember for that. Okay. Regenning you is a little pointless, but maybe improving your damage is pretty good. Yeah, that'll do it. Alright. An improvement. Straight away improvement. Not too shabby. Let's see how we're going. Another Sting is useful, but Vine Grasp. It's a targetable damage spell, and that's what we currently need. Another Incant. Yep, let's do it. Those abilities triggering twice means, you know, hey, like, let's get them up and going. I think we're getting the artifact. What would we do in a Merchant of Steel? The only thing we've got is a Guardian Stone to improve, and I don't know how we would improve on it. So, yep, we're going to go over this side for sure. Let's have a look at this first. We have a single tank, but a second tank might be worth our time. Additionally, another quick enemy could be a quick person for doing a lot of damage. Could be good too. You know, I don't really like either of these necessarily, but I guess I like them more than I like train stewards. A 25-3 quick is probably better than a 5-8 for the most part, as long as we don't have to deal with spikes. So, sure. Let's grab you. Let's look at the artifacts first. Oh, I mean, they're both good though. I mean, we're hitting ember restrictions, so making our units cost less is good. I wish I could look at my... There's a card I'm thinking of. Just trying to think if it's a green card or not. No, it's a red card. Okay, so that's not useful. It's not as useful anyway. We're going to try to improve on spikes as we play. See how it goes. There's a bunch of events that we could not like and a bunch of events we might like. We get to choose between basically these are one-offs. And it's a one-off that deals 10 times damage to enemy units, 3 times damage shield, or kill a non-boss unit. Straight up. Honestly, I find them all fairly useless. I find this the most useless, so I think I'm going to pick this. Because I guess you... Hang on. Do you only get the gold border for this if you manage to keep it in your deck until the end of the game? Okay. I don't know. We'll see. Normally I like lore in the games, but the lore in this is... it's whatever. It's enjoyable enough, I suppose. Alright. Constructed explosives explode twice. Good to know. Yeah, I'd say we're a solid 4 out of 10 right now. Clergymen are a little annoying. That means we can't comfortably put all this stuff down the bottom. Although, multi-strike too quick. That would kill 3 of them. But then we would take 25 damage. Which is not a number I'm comfortable with. Yeah, not having the ability to deal with these, this back one is problematic. So we're going to jump all the way up to the top. It's not fantastic, but honestly, right now, it's going to have to do. Alright, we got the Guardian Stone, which is nice. I forgot about you, but that's okay. Might as well just use it now, and... yeah, might as well just use it now. Okay, so frustratingly, we're going to get an explosive on this, and we're not going to be able to deal with it. Oh, I'm wrong. We are going to be able to deal with it. And that'll make sure all of that dies, which is useful. Okay, let's do that, and that, and that. Okay, we've got a haste there that we should hopefully deal with. We don't have a way of dealing with that haste easily. But if we were willing to put you down here and then sharpen you, we'd kill everything on this floor. Now, alternatively, we just play Helical and we'd kill the first 2 units, which is just as good. Well, it's not just as good, but... Yeah, no, we're going to have difficulty dealing with these units on the next floor anyway, so I'd really like to helical one of them. I think I just need to trust that my next hand will have... Yeah, okay, let's just ignore what I just saw. Okay, we're going to do that, and we're going to put spikes on you. It's not fantastic, but I think it's what I like the most. Okay, do I want to vine that? Alright, let's have a look at what we're doing up here. We need to do 1 damage here, so we can do that. Let's do this. I'm actually going to discard that. Alright, we're going to vine you. I'm going to put you here. And then we're going to heal you. Ah, darn it. Our spikes didn't function. Because you're in the back. Okay. Let's put spikes on you. Let's put you out here. You're not going to do a heck of a lot, but better than nothing, I suppose. A little bit of additional armor. Alright, it's 25 damage. And 50 damage for 1, and then 50 damage by doing this. It's not great, but it works. Alright. Nice, I made it so that way our champion didn't die. Look, it's a lot of little damage, but it adds up. Probably you, but let's have a look at this more closely. I don't mind this. I'd really like to use this a little bit more. But this, I mean, we're kind of trying to hit up on spikes a little bit, so providing some capabilities there, it would be nice. Plus it makes its way through the deck multiple times. If we want to keep on the incant train, we should grab units that are good at it. And armor is beneficial. Now this is a little bit tough. I think we're grabbing Ember. I feel like we get a little low on Ember, and we did just grab another big Ember spell. You know, there's been plenty of times where we want to play 2 Helicals or a Helical and a Sharpen, and we just haven't had the ability to. So I think that's what we're going to do. Alright, Stygian unit or a Hellvent. If we were going to Hellvent something, I guess we'd Hellvent our Animus of Will. But we don't have enough capacity to make that worth our while. Although we do have another armor dude now, so we could get Animus of Will on 2 different floors. So that has a little bit of potential. I don't think it's going to do well into the late game though, and that's something we have to be cognizant of. So what else would we Hellvent? Hellventing the Guardian Stone could be pretty cool, in that it would provide a lot of armor to that floor, which we would then be spiking the front unit. You know, that might be the go. The other thing we could potentially Hellvent is that, but Hellventing this when it's still a 2 cost is a little silly, in my opinion. Alright, so Hellvent delete heal versus magic Stygian unit coins. I think it's going to be the Hellvent. Look, as much as a magic thing is great, because there's a lot that we can improve on. Let's look at the map. Next Hellvent's over here, and we're totally not going to grab that. Not by that point. We're totally going to want 2 choices of artifacts, so... Yep. Okay, away we go. So this, we're going to look at our champion upgrade first. Okay, so the revenge stays, the health just gets insane. I do almost want the rejuvenate capability, but there is a card that could be absolutely ludicrous with something like this, so... Alright, I think we're just getting rid of Train Stewards, but let me just have a think. Yep. Okay, and we're hell-venting... Yeah, we're hell-venting Guardian Stone. I think it's really beneficial for us. Not that we're going to get... Is it Battering Ram? I think that's a red spell and it's based on damage based on armor, so we have to be aware that we're not going to be getting that. But armor will provide us with more additional chances to take spike damage, so... Yep. Making you more powerful. 1 damage, 5 damage, 150 coins. We want to buy stuff battle and still be able to utilize the Merchant of Trinkets. And we're going to go down this side, so we're also going to get another bonus there. We have almost a full pyre. I'm pretty comfortable we can make this work for us. It is an awful lot of damage, and we don't have a ton of healing, though. Let's give it a shot. We only live once. Alright. Trying to think what level I want this on. Let's just put it on the bottom for now. Let's put you on the middle. We don't have anything for me to want to put it on the top, right? Yeah, no, middle's fine. We can helical, which certainly makes the most sense. And a little bit of regen will give us an additional health back. Alright, cool, we got our Animus of Will, so that's useful. Is it a 75 or 100? Okay, it's 75. I think we do that. 23 damage. 13 damage. Gee whiz. I'll put you up here. It's not the best. We do that. Might as well discard that. Why don't we discard this? Ah, because purging it is also good. Removing it from the deck for the rest of the run is pretty great too. Losing 23, that's fine. We don't have a way of hitting the back unit. So we'll do that. Do we take less pyre damage? No. We make it so that way we don't get another one of these. We should have discarded this, but that's okay. It was a tactical error on our behalf. Alright, Guardian Stone. I'm actually going to Guardian Stone this level, and this is going to be our Spike character. So... feels wrong to just do this, but... yeah. So, you want armor? We've got armor. I've never had a really strong armor build before, so it's going to be pretty interesting. The problem with drawing a lot of cards is is that. Okay, let's go up to this floor and do this first. Now I guess discard one of these, which is useful. We don't want this to die. And thankfully we have the way to stop it, so... If we can do 2 more damage up there, that'll be really useful, but... Yeah, this is just too expensive at its base level. We definitely want to help that out somehow. We don't have the push me pull you, so we can't deal with either of these. I think we sting you. Alright. I think we sharpen you. It's so insane. And then we purge. Yeah, look, it's not a heck of a lot of damage, but it gets us where we want to go. Alright, brief respite, nice. Okay, everything there's going to die except for that. We need to be able to deal with that. We can helical it, so that's an option. Are we just going to helical? Alright, are we healing or are we damaging? I don't think damaging is really useful. 23. 30. Yeah, okay, so we do enough damage currently. There's no point in doing that. Healing you is also kind of pointless though, so healing you might be useful. I kind of forget how damaging the boss is. So we may actually do this. Of course, we got 2 of these suckers. Okay, so currently you die before you get a second attack off. We might be able to fix that potentially with something like this. Annoying that we get Bramble-Lash now. Ten extra health and 5 spikes. How much damage would this be? 100 damage. What? Excuse me. Oh, okay, I only have spikes 10. Never mind. I was thinking armor, but no, we don't get the armor one. I have to keep reminding myself of that. No, we need to put more spikes on this and play as many spells as we can on this floor. As annoying as that is, it's just going to be what we need to do. Yep. Really? You let me play other spells without a target, but for some reason this one, not so much. Alright, let's add some more spikes. Let's do that. And we might as well do this so that way we kill one. My thinking for that was that I would get less of these purge spells in my hand. So only 143. I was expecting a little bit better. I has a concern now. I have quite the concern now. This could be terrible. Do we just pray that we get enough to do one more bench of damage to him? And just take the pyre damage? No, because our pyre is going to do 30 damage. So taking 11 damage for 30 versus taking 5, 6, 7, and 8 for what will likely be less than 30. What we really need is, there's a green spell that lets us drop an enemy from a top floor down one. We need that, so that way we can get something behind these Guardian Stones. When we get an extra capacity, we'll be able to put our quick multi-striker back there. And because of the armor, we'll be able to be fine-ish against spikes for her too. So I think we have a plan, it's just, we'll see whether or not it's a very good one. Alright. We'll survive. It's not going to be great, but we'll survive. $10 damage to the pyre. It deals 50. Yeah, that's better than 11 damage to the pyre. Obviously. I was hoping the armor would be just enough to do some more damage. Yeah, well, it's 10 or 11 damage, and we're gonna choose 10, so... You know, we've done a lot worse. I don't mind you, you're pretty good, but we get enough card draw as is currently. Restoring 25 health. Once again, I don't like this spell base, but improving it with some lowered cost is pretty good. Probably you. Oh, I like this one too. I like them both, but I find this one on bosses, especially when we've got like helical and stuff, it's pretty good. Permafrost to apply frozen to a card in hand. We would use that on something like Bramble Lash, right? I think so. Plus, who knows how we're going to enhance some of our spells. So, probably actually the Permafrost, as much as the spell weakness is really good. It's a consume-based spell weakness, which is why I'm not overly considering it. Taking this side, we want the magic. Alright, double stack. Double stack's pretty cool, it can do stuff like that. Plus 10 magic power is a flat plus 10 there. Plus 10 magic power on these, however, is really good, so we'll probably be doing that. Okay, what are we double stacking? Really? I wish it would also do that. I think we'd do that and make you cheaper. What I was hoping I'd get is holdover and make you cheaper. Also, I would argue that that's supposed to go to apply spikes 9, not apply spikes 10. Because the base card is apply spikes 4. So you're double stacking the... Your status effect stacks added by this card are doubled. Okay, no, never mind. If we learn how to read, that actually does work properly. This is tempting. So we have to keep, well, we want to keep a decent amount of coinage for this here. So, even though it's going to pain me to not get a Hell Vent. Yeah, I wouldn't. There's no point in double stacking this unless it also impacted that. I feel like this card's a little weak. I think it needs to be embrace all units or something like that. I really want a holdover, but what if the next thing isn't holdover? If the next thing isn't a holdover, then there's sort of no point. How about we double stack this, we make this one cheaper. It's then just as cheap as this, it then provides more. It's kind of expensive. Hang on, how much is this? 90. 90. Spikes are good though. I'm gonna regret this. I'm gonna regret this. Oh, making you cheap is nice too. And 10 magic powering one of these. Excuse me, thank you. Holdover, permafrost. I mean, would have been good if we didn't get other things, but we did get other things. Making that freeze kind of nice. Making that cheaper is also kind of nice. Would have really liked to have dealt with that, but alas. We could make a single 125, but I think making 212 is pretty good too. Actually, let's do this. We're going to face ones that have 5 health that we want to deal with, so upgrading that is good. Alright, we've got enough money for probably 2? Yeah, 2 trinkets. Non-boss enemy units get multi-strike. Multi-strike on a sycophant. This is a tough combination. Let's do it. We've got the pie health, so... Okay, we need to get the money goblin. We just don't have a choice. Alright. Yeah, we don't have the additional floor capacity yet to really make use of this combination. Alright, so we'll do you. And then you. And then you on this middle floor. And that's a base train steward, so you can go up here. And then we can just get some armor. Frustrating. It's alright, we'll be fine. Sting, probably? We might not need to play this yet, so let me just think this through. Because the problem with these sycophants, of course, is that they all power up the Clip Guardian. So... Alright, we're doing that. It gets us that. Do we Guardian Stone down here? The boss didn't have spikes, right? And we didn't really improve our spike situation significantly. What we did improve is our healing situation. Okay, we improved our healing situation, so we put you up here. I think we helical. Yeah, because you're quick. It's actually one of the few times that quick is problematic. Alright. It'll work. Alright, that works a little bit better for me. Put you over there. Let's draw something and discard something. We have Vine, but vining these is not an ideal situation either. We just want to kill you, basically. If we can get you so that way you don't deal damage, that'd be fantastic. But we really need to do some additional spike stuff, so getting 10 spikes up is going to be what we end up doing. Additional damage to you, maybe? No, more armor. More armor. More armor. Alright. I do like our deck cycling capacity. It's pretty great. Alright. 25 and damage you once. I like this. Spikes is going to work fantastic here because it's going to kill all of them. Kind of want you to die, to be honest, actually, but it's a little frustrating. I don't want to permafrost any of this, I don't think. It's a good start. Think of helicling, so that way we get rid of these defenders, but we don't care if the defenders reach the top floor. What we care about is the sycophants, and the sycophants die to the spikes. So I think we just keep spelling on this floor. Oh, we have the restore 12, so we'll do that. Okay, God, it's good. I'd like to do this, and I would probably do it on this train steward, but I'd rather do it on Bramble Lash, which we're going to get next time. So but that does improve these. Okay. Should have thought that out a little bit. So you're actually powerful now, but you're going to die, so that's all good. But this is potentially problematic for these ones, so... Alright, let's start by permafrosting. Where's Bramble Lash? Whoops. As they say in the business, whoopsies. Okay. Oh look, there's Bramble Lash. Great work, Dum Dum. Hang on a second. If we discard Bramble Lash, then Bramble Lash comes back into the deck. Because we're at 0 cards, so... Ideally we'd kill this, but... the situation is not ideal. Strangely, I think we're going to sharpen one of the back units. So we do a little bit more damage than just spike damage. Do we helical? Let's helical. Sting. Vine Grasp. And that works. Basically, Quick will now deal with this, so I'm not overly concerned. Oh, it's you. Okay, that's kind of fine. I mean, you're not taking any damage, which is a little annoying. How are you dying? Ah, because you're stealthed. When you die, I then attack you. Okay, that's kind of cool. The question becomes, do we enhance... No, so the problem is that you hit you a bunch of times and nothing really happens because of your stealth. So you're never going to get an attack in, pretty much, is the situation there. We don't have a way of healing you significantly, so there's no point in doing anything other than maybe applying spikes. But applying spikes is not going to be significant either. So, yeah, we just keep on going up here, I think. We might be able to do this. Now, the only reason I'm doing that is to take more stealth off of you. Oh. Did we have a crash? We did. Okay, well, I guess we together get to see what happens during a crash. I haven't seen the game crash before, but I know plenty of people have been talking about bugs, so hopefully this isn't the end of that, and hopefully we don't need to start the fight over again. I suspect we'll have to start the fight over again, which will be a bit of a annoyance. Let me just double check that the recording is recording this. Yep, okay. Single player. Okay, cool. Resume the run. Does it remember exactly where we were at? No. Or maybe it does. Hang on. No. Okay. Let's start over again. It looks like we get the same hand, though, so the random seed, I think, is sort of locked in, so that way you can't save scum too heavily. Of course, interestingly, with cards like Offering Token, you can screw up any sort of seeding algorithm pretty heavily. Alright, well, I'm going to be relatively quiet and just, instead of narrating my game, I'm going to just continue playing. I'm not really going to take advantage of this. A part of me wants to put the Animus of Will on this floor. I think it's overall a better choice. I know that means we only get one lot of armor off. Let's just stick with what we were doing. I think we played this train steward up here and regretted it. So I think we will make that one change, pretty much. Interesting, I'm pretty sure... Oh no, you were on that floor, that's right, because I killed you so that way I could get that. So let's just do that again. I probably played Guardian Stone first. I remember not playing this because I was concerned about all this. But I really don't care. Let's get you out of the deck. And... okay, well, we do some damage, I suppose. There's our second Guardian Stone. Interestingly, like leaving the Sycophants up without damaging them from Animus means that we can draw a heck of a lot more cards. Start with you. No reason not to discard you. I don't remember how we dealt with you. We probably helicoptered you or something like that. But... we'll just do that. We'll let our spikes deal with the Sycophants. I think we actually have a slightly different composition. I think we've made some some minor changes, and it has impacted us pretty immensely. Hopefully in a positive light, but we'll see. Okay, we need to get you down, so that way... Or put something in front of you. Or put something in front of you. That works. It's not great, but it works. I think helicling you is a bad idea. I don't like the amount of armor we're losing there, but I don't see a better option right now. I'd like to heal you. We only need to take you down 9. No, we just don't have the damage output. Because, yeah. Alright, since we don't have the damage output... Kind of regret that. We'll see how it pans out. You're going to be fairly strong, but should be... Yeah, it should be killable, so I'm not needing to worry about that. We do that there. And then we sting you mostly just for armor's sake. We don't care about the rest. Okay, the next card should be Bramble Lash. Alright, so we can grab a Bramble Lash and then freeze it, which is what we really want to do. So let's start by doing that. Whatever we discard goes back into the deck. So what's something that we're not going to play with right now, but we'll probably play with in future? In the ideal situation, we'd be playing both of these on you. Unfortunately, I can't tell whether or not we... Oh, we definitely kill that person. Straight away. I think we're going to discard you. Let's discard the helical. Alright. I don't know if Fine Grasping is good here, so let me just sort of work it out, because by killing one, it gives these two, which means they're going to attack. But them attacking means that they're going to take spike damage. So I think it's actually beneficial for me to kill one of these, even though it means we take more total damage. Yeah, that works for me. And then we do this to apply Frozen to you. And then we enter. Nice. Okay, so definitely a different play than last time, but it worked out in our favor. Apart from the fact that we can't regen this as much as we did previously, but that's kind of okay. We're just going for spike damage and spell damage from Bramble Lash. We're doing 250 damage, so it's pretty insane. And that's a default. Let's play that up there. Okay, we got Vine Grasp, which is kind of useful. I'm going to discard Helical because we're not going to play it. I wish we could, like, just ascend you or something, like, just take you out of this combat, because me killing you is kind of annoying because it doesn't help me any. Because killing you gives 2 times to this, so it's a little frustrating. Could bring you to the front, but it also seems kind of pointless. I think we just keep piling armor on, to be honest. 2, 4. And then 15. So 15, 30, 60, 75. Okay, no, cool. At 80, we are exactly one attack higher than we were at 79. If we were at 79, we would die one faster. So we'll lose more stealth this way, and healing it twice won't actually increase any stealth stack removal. Oh, that was harder than I wanted it to be. We can't play you on this floor. We had this problem last time. But we can play you, so we do that. And as useless as these seem, they do provide with more armor, which just means more spikes, which is good. Whatever. Okay, I sort of miscalculated how that was going to play out. I kind of forgot about quick, but that's okay. Alright, so we're going to do this, but we're not going to do it first, because we can first apply more spikes, which is already almost enough to kill you, and I think if we just did that, that would kill you as well, but we saved this for a reason. Let's play it, and let's enjoy the fireworks. I just like getting that armor figure up. And she's down. Not too shabby. I don't know what this artifact is. Pirestone housing. Yes. Why would I ever say no to that? Had 3 sting spells. No, rooted, for sure. I know it seems silly, but it is what it is. Oh, I can't believe we've got that. That's amazing. Units gain an extra upgrade slot, so we can make you do even more damage, which is great. And we can maybe do some stuff to you. So many things, but so little time. That means that we're probably going to take this side here. We definitely want the Hell Vent, so the only choice for a Merchant of Steel will be this side. Okay. Let's grab that first, because we're there. Let's have a look at the first layer of trinkets. I feel like there's a lot more really average trinkets in this than there were in the beta, because the trinket seller was just incredible to begin with. Maybe they have rarities and stuff, and you just can't see them. Just trying to see whether or not magic power matters. For the most part, it kind of doesn't. But it sort of does too, like... It's rough. It makes me wish I didn't play this on this if I was going to grab that, though. Okay, well, we know what the first 3 of those are. Let's have a look at our artifact choices. I don't mind this, but it can be a blessing and a curse. I've never grabbed this. I just think it's probably absolutely atrocious. If it said summon random copies of my units, then sure, I would maybe be cool with that. Summon 4 random units from my deck on the middle floor. I mean, in a way, it can be great. Like, if we deleted both of these, if we just made it so we only had 4 units, I could see it working, right? Or if you, like, just had, like... you could build around this. It would just take work. You would need to have exactly 4 units that you wanted. And only that. I don't think that's going to work. Also, we have to remember that we're going to lose a lot of our armor and a lot of our spikes. So I should remember that, because I've been making maybe some errors there. Someone in the comments is going to be like, oh, Bane finally noticed. Yeah. The other problem with this is that it's just going to put them in random orientations, you know? Like, what if we end up with, like, 3 of these, but they're the front 3. It's problematic for ours. So we'll grab this, even though I kind of think it could be a problem. We do get another Merchant of Trinkets down here. I'm suddenly a lot less confident about my deck, now that I remembered that we have this cleanse thing. Take you. I do love this card. This usually bites me, but randomize between 0 and 3. We have a lot of 2s, but we also have a lot of 0s, so no. I draw +3 each turn though. Feels so bad to have done all this, like set up this situation and not buy anything, but I guess we bought the +3 magic power. No, we're going to save our funds. Alright, I guess this will be where we figure out whether or not this is working. It's going to be against Fel. Okay, but it's only Alabaster Guardians that get it, so... Okay. 10 armor is a little frustrating. Play that just for card draw. Damage spells. So we should only lose 1 damage spell by doing that. Ah, but we didn't. Interesting. So that to me is a bit of a bug, because it says it absorbs the spell. It is just 1 spell, not 2 spells, even though it does do its effect twice. So that is a bug. Alright. Well, that's a hand. Want you down there. Yeah, you're not capable of doing a lot of damage, so we're actually possibly just going to let these go all the way to the pyre. Oh, I put the wrong thing on the bottom. Interesting. Interesting. We also could have put 3 of them up here, which I think was my original plan. Since we're screwing this up, we could just do this and see how it goes. Then we're doing both damage and protection. It might work. We're going to take a little bit of damage this round, but I think it's possibly worth it. We'll see. Oh, nope, that armor's still fine. Not a problem. Alright. I'm going to get through this Alabaster Guardian, which means we only need to deal with this one next. We'll get there. It's just going to take time. Alright. Can ensnare, which I really do tend to like. What would we ensnare? The incant armor here is really an... Oh, we're going to die if I don't do something. So even though... Oh, look, our pyre is going to take a lot of damage this run. That's okay. The goal is just to set up really well for Fel, so... Once this is out of the way, then we can start focusing on stuff, but... Let's ensnare you. Okay. Vine Grasping you saves you from damage. Okay, you're now not going to die. It doesn't matter. Let's just... It's 4 damage, and then you're going to take 30 damage every time. Let's just ignore it. and try and do what we can. We just want to get armor, and I don't mind that I'm making him stronger. 30, 60, 90, 120. So yeah, we've still got like 2 more spells here that will work. Yeah, look, I mean, it's not ideal, but it will work. I'm also thinking we're going to use the +4 damage one on my multi-striker, potentially. Okay, routing is suddenly coming bad. I wasn't expecting these two to come out, so... ouch, as they say in the business. Okay, so we permafrost, Bramble Lash. We do that. We have an empty discard pile, so we'll throw you in. Getting the stewards out of my hand might be useful, but... Oh, we got Vine Grasp. I was like, oh, Vine Grasp one of these, but I don't think it's really going to matter. Yes, it will, because they'll move upstairs like that. So we will Vine... Oh, we'll be able to Bramble Lash. We'll be able to Bramble Lash you. So that might be okay. Alright, we'll do that. Okay, if we're going to be able to Bramble Lash you, then I don't mind. Sure. The rest of it won't be able to damage strip you. I don't know why I did that. I wanted to do it on this floor. I'm just, I'm being awfully silly right now. So, let's play you up there and just regen you. Yep, it's painful. Alright, so we need to do 90 damage, we do 100 damage, so you die. Okay. We can helical you, and that makes sure that you die as well. But I also need to put spikes on you, because we need to be able to deal with Fel when Fel gets up there. We also need to be able to keep on dealing with these enemies. It's just... yeah. Look, I don't have a whole heck of a lot of faith in this particular engagement. Let's just put it that way. Okay, we could root you, maybe? Might as well sting you. But playing you on the top floor would be nice. No, we need to prep for Fel. But we also need to not have our pyre take a ludicrous amount of damage. 54, 87. Yeah, so you'll do 10 damage to the pyre if we don't deal with you right now. That only does like another 4, 8, 12 damage. Which means you only deal fire damage to the pyre. Alright, I'm just hoping that it freezes something useful. There's 3 useful spells. Actually, there's 4 useful spells. So Nice, that is pretty much exactly where I wanted frozen, so... Okay. It's rough, but we're getting there, I think. Okay, so 90, so, yep. Alright, handful. Okay, but you only attack once. This is just rough. Okay, we can preserve. Cycle of life. Okay, can also kill you. Which allows us to helical you as well. Alright, so you're dying. Okay. Both of these are coming up next. I think what we do is we put the Guardian Stone on the top shelf. No, we're being silly again. We should have maybe saved the Guardian Stone. Nice. Nice. Okay. Final round, I think. No, not the final round. Okay. But a pretty easy round down here, at least. Okay, so we kill two. We don't kill this one. That's okay. We have... Alright, so what I am going to do is I'm pretty comfortable with this arrangement downstairs, so we'll do that there. We can root something, which might be worth doing, potentially. Let's just give me a second. Okay. Stinging you is sort of pointless. I'm gonna sting you instead. I like it. Okay, hopefully we get to save Bramble Lash here. I don't think I want to root you, but I'm going to anyway. Also, if you're Australian, saying that out loud is really funny. Okay, final wave, and it's just Fell. Alright, that's not too bad. Alright, Fell's not going to take a whole heck of a lot of damage but on this bottom floor, but I didn't expect it to. If we can deal 5 more, if we can heal 5 more, then she'll take another 25 damage. So we might end up using Restore on her, on our champion, but we'll see. The goal, of course, is to deal with this as much as we can. And we got another Sharpen, which we could add here. I know it feels weird to put spikes on this one instead of this one, but the 4 damage when it's multiplied by 3 is better than the 4 spikes, even with Fell's double strike. So 5 spikes is 10 damage to Fell every attack round. This is for a 12 damage to Fell every attack round, so it makes more sense to do this. Alright, we've almost killed this front one, but since we've got Sting, so that'll do everything we need to there. We've got Bramble Lash, which, yep, will still do stuff, you know, like it bases it on the total spikes on both, so I don't mind that setup. I'm trying to think if Helical will work here. 25 more damage on the boss if we heal. If we heal, we also get to use this one up there, which gets more armor, which is why it's maybe slightly better than Helicaling the boss. I'm pretty sure we kill Fell next round, if we kill Fell at all. So letting this overcharge tank go up a level shouldn't be too problematic. So with that said, let's regen you. Just try and keep the armor nice and high. Alright. Okay, whew. It's close. Look at how much damage. 40 damage. So, Fel fully kills this and almost kills this Animus. The good news is that Seraph is a multi-striker as well. The bad news is that Seraph's ability is going to halve all this stuff. So we have to find a way to provide more spikes or get more armor. And I just think we're going to fail at Seraph at this point. We'll see what happens. You know, we'll be able to make our Animus of Will stronger and stuff like that. I can't actually see it working, but I'm willing to give it a shot. I'm just going to do this because it's fun. And there we go. Front person survives. I'm happy with that. Let's do 400 damage to Fel, because that's fun too. And let's see what happens. Alright, that is Fel down. We took a lot of damage to the Pyre, but we always knew that that was going to be a problematic level. Spreading Spores might save us. Enhancing the spells in our hand with +5 magic power is possibly not going to save us. It'd be pretty cool if we had a tight deck. Once again, this is a really nice card if you get it early and you sort of make a build around it. It's a little bit harder to deal with, I think, when you get it this late. Spreading Spores is nice, but I don't think we get a chance to Merchant of Magic. Oh, we do. Because Spreading Spores, if you double stack it and make it cheaper, is just fantastic. Or even if you just make it completely cheap and just keep going, it can be really good. This might be our savior in a single card. More so than Spike of the Stygian won't do anything for us. And Harness the Titan, look, it might do a little bit, but it's not going to be good against the boss. And that's what our problem is going to be. We're going to be grabbing Capacity here. We are a little shy on Ember. We don't need any draw. But Capacity is just going to let us do more things. Alright, I forget, what are we doing on this level? I've kind of forgot what we decided to do. I think we're Merchant of Stealing for some reason. Why are we Merchant of Stealing? Ah, because we have a ability to add a third thing here. And it could also improve our Guard of the Unnamed. Yeah, okay, I'm fine with that. It sucks because 20 Pyre health might make or break us as well. But we'll do that. A Merchant of Steel first. Endless. Is there any point in endlessing any of this? No. Battlestone is quite nice. We don't really need it on you, but we do need that. So let's just get that out of the way because we know we're going to use it. Alright. Battlestone can be quite fun, so we can even make this shitty Train Steward better. All the damage that this person does is not from raw damage, it's entirely from spikes. So I feel like this might be a waste. Ah, but it's only 20 coins. 20 coins to do 5 more damage on the bottom layer, or 20 coins to do 5 more damage in the middle layer. Let's just do it. See how it goes. Alright, let's see what else we got. Speedstone. Quick. Quick doesn't really matter for us. Normally that is like excellent. I'm so glad. I forget, did we get we don't have a, oh, we do have a deletion coming up. Cool. So a flat 10 damage. Look, middle is going to be where it's at, right? That's going to be the difficulty. So I think focusing really heavily on that middle area, more so than the bottom. The bottom is just there for card draw. It really is. So what do we get here? Cave of 1,000 this. Okay, let's do that. You know, I almost never see that happen. Oh my gosh. 5 more health. 5 more health. Useless. Alright, we'll grab it anyway. The only reason I'm grabbing it is to remove it from the pool of other artifacts. I don't know if an artifact can appear twice in a run. I haven't seen it happen, but... Spikes. 200 health, spikes. 200 health, spikes. It's going to be spikes. It's definitely going to be spikes. Because we often want to add spikes to you. So, even though we get a minor health upgrade, I don't think we can look past 11 spikes. I don't think we can do it. We rely on spell shields too much. Also, we've never defeated this person, so it would be really nice to be able to. Look, 400 is fantastic. Enchant Multistrike. I don't think I've ever seen you as a unit either. 400 would be fantastic. You know, we've got a Merchant of Magic there. And a Merchant of Trinkets. Like, sure, it would be fantastic. But we're not going to grab it. We're going to get 100 coins for actually grabbing the imp, hopefully. And another 100 and something for completing the actual level. So, let's just live with that. And have an easier fight because of it. Okay, so you're giving multi-strike, that's fine. We don't really have ways of targeting the back. But you do 1 damage, so that's going to be kind of fun. And you multi-striking this is actually almost beneficial. So we put you up here, and we put you up here. And we might as well just make it so that way you take 1 less damage. Nice. I was really worried that we were going to get the collector on this floor, but yep, especially with that hand. Cool, so we stick you out there. I think we're actually going to put this out at the rear, which is where we should be putting it, but tend not to. Happy with all that. Do we just start armoring at this point? Like, you're annoying, but... Like, I think we just have to start preparing really early. We could preserve Cycle of Life instead. And then Helical. Yeah, I mean, you do 8 damage. It's a fairly significant amount of damage. You have a lot of health. So let's do this. I'm going to freeze you. And we're going to Helical you. You become kind of useless there. Whereas that saves me for taking a bit of damage. Nice. Okay, that's a bit rough. Okay, we can ensnare you. I don't know if that's beneficial or not. It's a pity we don't have 1 more capacity. Oh, I put that at the wrong place. Spreading spores, but yeah, we do get a Merchant of Magic, so probably not going to be something I use right now. Probably not going to be used in this battle at all, to be honest. Trying to think what we want to root. Rooting you is not useful. Actually, rooting you is useful. Rooting you will mean that you go down to 80 health. And if you go down to 80 health, then you're only going to hit the pyre twice. So that is actually useful. Spikes on the front is good, but we'll get spikes on the front another way. So increasing your damage almost kills. Yep, that works. It's good. We'll stop getting the handful, I think. Oh no, we'll still keep getting the handful, but we'll be having a better deck once we get rid of the last cards that we don't need. You're not useless, but you're not very useful either. We'll play you. You pretty much die. You... I mean, if we could do a bunch of damage to you, then that would be awesome. I wonder if spiking you is more beneficial. No, we don't have a way of healing you up high enough to make it worth our while. You're going to take an awful lot of damage. But not if I do that. Okay. Now we just need to deal with you. Let's discard you. I might play you on the top shelf just so that way we stop drawing you. We need to deal, what, 20 more damage to you? Could just helical you. What I really want, though, is to Cycle of Life you. Let's do that. Alright, then we only need to deal some piddly amount to you. I'd like to heal you, but I can heal you next turn. So let's just drop you. On the back, Bane. Let's just drop you on the back. So that way we can deal... Look, it's not our brightest moment, okay? Yep, we knew that was going to happen. So that's annoying because I was supposed to put that on the back so that way we could then deal with this annoyance. We can still deal with it, it's just... Oh, we don't even have a bloomin' spike. I have to actually spend... Alright, we want to heal you. That's important. We want to freeze you, that's also important. Whatever. I know I said I wasn't going to use this, but I don't think it makes sense to do anything else. Shy of play 2 individual spells. More spikes is better than less spikes, so... Okay, final wave. You have multi-strike capability. If we can nuke that right now, that'd be fantastic. We can nuke that right now, so we will. Alright. Let's think a little bit here. We kill you, so that's fine. You're going to go up, and then you're going to... Yeah, you're pretty much going to die. We don't have as good a setup up here, but I'm pretty comfortable with it. I'm going to do 180 damage there versus 110 there. Oh, we can even... I don't think you can root bosses, can you? Yeah, bosses are immune. It could provide armor, though. Which probably isn't enough to save us, but... Could just be fun as a... It lets me draw a card next turn, so I might as well do it. Hey, it did improve. Alright. We've learnt that damaging there is better, so we'll do that, especially without multi-strike. No point in freezing anything, and we actually want to get rid of some of our frozen spells. Let's heal you up, and let's kill you with that. Unfortunately, that's going to freeze that. So I'm actually going to play this and freeze it now. One less spell in hand, so we actually draw through more of our deck, basically. Alright, do we kill it? Almost. Almost. Not bad, considering we're pretty far away. Yeah, look, I just like doing this, so... If I can get it so that way you don't even die, I'll be pretty happy. So 2... Alright, I think with the Bramble Lush... Yep, you don't even die. Alright, nice. Oh, I'm glad to have finally beaten this mini-boss. Every time we've faced him, we just haven't been in a good position. I've got to say, I'm about like 40% confident about our situation here. That may improve right now because of this card. Oh, howdy, will that improve if I make that work? We're only going to get 2 of it. It's a risk. I mean, it's a freebie, right? Like, we play it early, it's just gonna do a bunch of damage to the boss. Ah, no, it won't, because Seraph's got the cleansey thing. Alright, so we're actually gonna skip this then, right? I'm happy with our single preserve. I don't think 2 of them is super useful. 0 cost spells are nice, though, because... Yep. Okay. Alright, we're Hell Venting and Merchant of Magicking and Unstable Vortexing. Let's start with the magic. Okay, we got Holdover. If we were going to hold over something, what would we hold over? Probably hold over Sharpen. Oh, no, we would probably hold over you. If we want something that's truly going to make it so that way our last fight is a breeze, holding over this is going to do that. More than anything else. Alright. I now feel like we've got like 85% chance of getting this working. I think the thing that's going to kill us is the Seraph anti-cleanse, you don't get spikes and armor bullcrap that we're going to have to deal with. I also think we're going to see that Seraph issue where Seraph likes to... Like if you have all your units on a single floor, Seraph kind of, I'm not going to say bugs out, just... doesn't like you. Rather than spending this last 20, what we're going to do is we're just going to have a quick look at the Merchant of Trinkets. No, no. I mean, I know we have some, but no. Oh. I've never seen this. I think that's actually useful. It almost makes me wish I had have gotten this last round. Yeah, I mean, that's super useful. Okay. I don't think we're going to reroll here because we won't be able to afford anything, so we go back to the Merchant of Magic. Okay, so 50 is a reroll plus whatever's here. I think the most there is about 100. I have seen 100 on this last spell, so if we grab this, and whatever that is 100, then we're scuppered. How useful would this be? I mean, we could do it on a helical, which is nice. And even doing it on vine grasp is nice as well. Improving our restore is also good. Okay, what would we hold over if we got a second holdover? If we got a second holdover, we would... Should be, what, 85 plus 20 is 105. Yeah, okay. So if we did this and we got holdover and a cheapness, we wouldn't be able to use it. Because we would run out of money by 10 coins. So I think we need to leave this. I think its benefit is minimal compared to what we could potentially gain. Okay, so we got stack stone. So we can grab double stack and one of these, or we can get both of these. What would we double stack? Well, I mean, we'd double stack that, right, and make it cheaper. We would double stack you and make you cheaper. Once again, I'd really like this to be considered a status effect. I would really like double stack to enhance, to double the enhancements as well. It just feels gross that it doesn't. Because, like, it highlights it, so, yeah. But the way that it's coded, I think, just doesn't work. I think we need to do that if we really want to, conquer... Yeah. Alright, I'm feeling confident-ish. Confident-ish. Alright, in terms of removal. We're removing this train steward. And I think we're removing one of the bad restores. Or even the bad frozen lances. Okay. Alright, Hellvent. So it's easy to turn around and say, "Oh, just grab this." It's really easy. Although, strangely, a second one of these would also be good. If we got a second one of these and we brought them downstairs, they would be just as useful. Okay, they would be slightly less useful, but they would almost be as useful as one of them without this serif modification. So we have to think about that. We only need one of these. And doubling this... I mean, it is useful in that it doubles the spread of those spores. I feel bad that we didn't get a chance to really pull that off. Do we go for sheer damage? Look, if they have spikes, we're pretty scuppered. Alright, well, our fate is what we make, and with 67 bar health, which is not a heck of a lot, it's time to face Seraph the Chaste. He is a multi-strike 2, 10 damage, 2,300 health dude. He halves buff and debuff effect stacks when he travels between floors. It's not going to be pleasant. What is really going to make this match is going to be when we get the move downstairs. Okay, he also drops these units, which are annoying, but I think if we can let them just go upstairs, it's not going to be too big a deal. Okay. Alright, we have to drop you on the bottom. Now you would think we would put this behind it, but we won't. Sounds silly, I know. But there is a method to my madness. let's draw one and discard one. Okay, Vine Grasp. You do it when units die, so... Yeah, but having you take less damage is good too. So we might as well use you. And just do a little bit of damage. And hey, Seraph gets hit a little bit, which is nice. Okay, there goes half our spikes. Rounded in favor of the boss. That's not pleasant. Okay. We still don't have the card I need. I need you. I need you in the next hand. Okay. Might freeze this Animus, potentially. Okay. And we spike you, right? Yep. Spikes won't matter at this point, whereas the buff does. Spikes will matter, they just won't matter right now. And so anything frozen is reduced to 0 cost. God, that's beautiful. So these should both become free. Is that right? Nice. Okay. Yeah, we lose another half. Hang on, what? Ember Drain -1, what? Ah, these bloody things. Alright. I always forget about these guys. Ember Drain is seriously bad news. We have our holdover though. Alright, do we just do this right now? We have to. You're only going to do 2 damage. Actually, I think we can kill you. Let's do you. Let's put you down here. Okay, cool, you die. That's good news for me. You're held over, so that should be okay. I wonder if we let it freeze and then get 0 cost if holding over is really beneficial too. I think we're going to helical you, but... Can I add spikes to you again? Because I really, really need to. I can. Alright. I also have a theory that I'm going to put into practice, and I think I'm going to put it into practice now. We're putting you there to be a unit for Seraph to focus on. It's just going to stay there for the entire match, but that's okay. We're also going to put another unit up here, probably this one, and it'll just sit there the entire match. The quick unit will mean that it'll kill any of the 10-3s that pop out, and he should survive long enough to hopefully make use. Providing more armor might be beneficial, but since no one has spikes, I'm not overly concerned. So we just need to deal with damage. And if we're going to deal with damage, then we're just going to kill you. Also does damage to Seraph, so... Alright, Bramble Lash is frozen and it's a 0 cost. It's wonderful. Alright, 10-3. That's fine. Okay, we can't kill both. That's okay. We're probably not even going to kill one. Which means we're going to rely on an awful, awful lot of luck here. I'm sick. I feel sick. I don't know if I can pull this off. My goal is to keep filling this bottom level with units. And the ideal way to do it would be to play both my Guardian Stones down there. And then drop one of these down there. But if we drop one of those down there, this one will die. Guaranteed. Oh. Is there a way to make you survive 18 damage? You only get 2 armor per spell played on this floor, so this could go to 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we need to play 3 spells on this floor, and we only have a single spell that would work. Not like this. I think we're going to sacrifice the Guardian Stone. One Guardian Stone played there, one Guardian Stone played here. We are going to drop you down a level. See, it's rough. If these make it to the pyre, how much damage is the pyre going to take? Let's just ignore the... we can probably kill this guy before he makes it to the pyre, but let's assume we can't damage you at all. 40, 80, 160. So you're only going to get 4 attacks off, which is 8, 16, 32. I think I'm comfortable with that. I think I'm comfortable with, let's say, 40 damage hitting my pyre right now to make this work. Because once we're all down here, then it's really easy. Oh hey, there's like a little graphical thing. It doesn't really work with the, yeah, that's pretty cool. Weird, but pretty cool. We do 80 damage with Bramble Lash, which we will do. That'll mean that we don't have to deal with Ember Drain, which is useful. Okay, I think we also root you. Rooting you means no units will go upstairs next turn, which will allow us to do another drop down with no problems. You're gonna die. That's a problem. No, you won't die. You won't die. You'll get close, but you won't die. I think we do that. Do we do 9 damage or do we heal you? I think we heal you. Okay. Also, is my armor dropping? I need to pay attention to that. So 50 armor on you. To me, armor is also a buff, but maybe because it's not in that little green area, it doesn't count. I don't think your armor dropped, so... Hang on, how did... Oh, right, because of that annoying thing. Okay, you've got enough armor to tolerate that. That's fine. So let's do this. Alright, that's looking like a thing. Okay. Do we have a helical? We do, and it's free. Less damage to the pyre. You'll die when you come up here, so that will be fine. And I'm comfortable with you, right? Yeah, I'm comfortable with you. Oh, I'm additionally comfortable with you. Just trying to think. You do 25 damage if we brought you there and then dropped you down on a future turn. No. You would still take exactly as much damage off the pyre as you're going to. Okay. We will get this added to this group. Just I'm trying to decide whether or not it's worth doing it now. Regen. Sounds good. Let's do it. Stings. Let's do it. Vine grasps, sure, let's get you out of the way. Enhancing damage by 4. It's possibly better than spiking. And we'll always do it to the rear one because the rear one will last longer. Alright, I'm happy with that. We're getting there. And we froze pretty much what I wanted to freeze because I want to play this definitely next time. Okay, annoying, but it had to happen. If we want to survive, that's what we've got to do. Yep, okay, so that just halved that. The armor amounts are still staying the same. You're fine. This is a bit rough. 8, 16, 32. So remember, if this gets through, it's 32. So as long as we kill this, we're happy. Okay, so we can hold over you. That's 6 units. I think we freeze a helical. Actually, let's do this first. Do we freeze a helical? Is that what's going on? I think it is. We have 2 frozen lances. We'll discard one of them. We're going to freeze a helical. That means the helical will be free next turn. We're going to sting. Alright, let's think. We need to do 59 damage. Hey, look what does 9 damage. Cool. We could kill you now, but I think if we do a helical here, we might be able to do some more damage to this gilded wing, which will just save us time next turn. I'd like to heal you as well, but not with that. This is probably going to be what gets frozen, but that's okay. We could just sting you. Okay. I think that's actually beneficial. We'll see. And then we helical you. And that does improve the amount of damage dealt to that one. Excellent. Freezes this terrible restore, but that's okay. So now Seraph will go to the bottom, right? Uh-oh. Seraph didn't go to the bottom. Interesting. Okay. We have you, and we have you, so we can do both of that and just get you straight down in there. Which is probably worth doing. Let me just double check I don't have any other units. That is correct. It's only an extra 25 damage, but that does add up. This is problematic. Oh, if I lose because of this. Okay, I can't lose because of that, so we're good. And we're helicaling you. Alright, so that's sorted. We now need to deal with you. If we leave you out for a single round, then you will mostly kill this. And we can just use Frozen Lance to make sure that that happens. Okay. Let's heal you. Let's root you. Let's Bramble Slash you. Which meant we didn't really need to root that, but that's okay. So we're going to lose Restoring Retreat for now, but that's okay. We'll get it back. Or that will work too. Alright, we must be close to the final wave. We probably got another 2, or that's it. Okay. Done. That feels good. Alright, so now it's just optimizing. With 3 player health left, it's just optimizing. We have 4 health to optimize with. Spikes is good, man. The more spikes we have, the better it is. And regen is nice too. The fact that we can pull 3 of that is good. So let's bring you down. Okay. I don't know if we can make... I think we can make it so that way you don't die. I don't think we can make it so that way you don't die, but I'm certainly going to try. Maybe the regen will be good enough. Let's just keep trying it. Okay. Negative 190 turns to negative 180. Yeah, it's not going to work. Ooh, drops to a negative 120. The question is, do we do more spikes or do we heal you? Oh, we can't do more spikes. So it's healing. Negative 30. Damn. We almost made it so we didn't even lose our champion. Alright. Well, this has been another fantastic episode of Monster Train. I'm really enjoying myself. This is a lot of what I want out of a game like this. And just enjoy this victory. And I look forward to seeing you all again. Goodbye, Seraph. My gosh, this is going to take a while. There goes my champion, but there goes Seraph. Oh, 3-time boss rush. Doing that here should get you a lot more points than it does, but alas. Do we level up? Maybe not. Oh, our Awoken is quite high level, so we might not even have enough to level up with our fairly poor performance. Okay. Covenant rank 6. Add a copy of the primary clan starter card. Okay, so like Fireball or something like that. Okay, yeah, I can see that. That's actually a big deal. Making your deck a little bit worse is a huge deal. Oh, we did get enough. Cool. We're also going to level up Stygian Guard. Awoken's Rail Spike. Draw X. Enhance all cards drawn. This is fantastic, yeah. That's fantastic. This was the artifact I was looking for. It's the problem with having played the beta is you expect cards that are there that... Wait, what? End of turn. Apply Frozen to a random card in my hand. Okay. I mean, that would have also been nice in this run, wouldn't it? Like, and this is one of those cool cards that you can kind of put anywhere, so... It actually does damage, too. Oh, yes. Now that is an artifact. Armor applied 1,950. We almost applied 2,000 armor over that entire run. And we killed another 100 enemies, so I reckon we're about 3 runs away from this. Chances are I'll do the same thing I did with Umbra, where I get really close and then I just do like a Hellhound Awoken run or whatever and just smash out that last one on Covenant rank 1. Well, that was a game and I enjoyed it. I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Bye for now.